Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone. Welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today's another story time. Before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Give your girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at Lifewithsymone, and follow my business page at Brishari. Y'all follow me on Snapchat too at @the_real_HM. Y'all, I'm back. Okay, let me adjust this because it's irritating me. Hold on. Okay, I think that's a little better. All right, let me just leave the camera alone. It's fine. I'm back, y'all, and I know y'all gonna be like, girl, where the fuck you been at? I'm sorry. I know I missed every Sunday in October, but I swear October was like a busy month, and I was getting ready for my birthday, which is coming up. Your girl about to be 30, so I'm gonna be more responsible and get to my Subbie Sundays, but I was just so busy, and it was like everything done on the weekend. So when I think I could, I'm just sorry, but I'm back. Okay, so let's get into it. Y'all, I just had to go through hundreds of emails. I had so many spam emails up in here, it stressed me out. So I'm about to go ahead and get into these emails and read y'all a good story. Cause this is the day before Halloween, y'all. You see, I'm dedicated. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna find a story. So it says, this one is titled, This Girl Faked Him Being a walking ST, y'all know, just so she could keep him to herself. What? Okay, let's go ahead and read this. All right, y'all, so let's get straight into the story. Hey Symone, my name is Ari, and you can say my name because this isn't my real name, LOL. I feel like I need to tell this story because I need people to see that being delusional is weird and embarrassing. Like 4 months prior to this situation, I blew up on TikTok. Not blew up, and I got a little bit of following, and I'm not no Hollywood asshole, so I was going through the people that followed me, and I was following back the attractive people and funny people, right? I came across this one light-skinned, tatted, tall, and funny as hell, so of course I followed him back. And eventually he followed my Instagram because it was linked to my TikTok. So we ended up being Instagram mutual now. And you know how Instagram has that yours add yours thing for the story? Yeah, so it was this one that said tickets to your spam. Of course, I put that on my story and tagged my spam. We eventually started being spam mutuals. During this time, I had an overnight job, so I was always up at night, even on my off days, because that's what I was used to. I'm gonna give this boy a name because I feel like this is probably a good time to do that, LOL. I'm gonna name him Trey because literally every light skin in the world's name is Trey. Anyway, so it was one of my nights off, and of course I was up at 3 in the morning. I swiped over to look at notes because you know how you could see who's up because everybody be in their notes. When I swiped over, Trey had a note posted from 8 minutes ago, and I was like, oh my God, I should text him. But I'm not the type to text first because I learned my consequences from texting ninjas first, LOL. So I put in my note I was bored, and that's when he swiped on my note asking if I wanted to play 8-ball. Of course I gave this man my phone number because he was fine as fuck, like hello. I gave him my number and he sent me 8-ball, and we played like maybe 4 games after we played, he low-key started flirting with me. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm very shy. So when a ninja start texting me a certain way, I stop texting. Like, it don't matter how fine you are. I feel like I have to know you in order to text you back and match that energy. So I left him on deliver on iMessage. And a few weeks after that, he was still liking my stories on my spam and swiping up and reacting to my stories and calling me funny. I knew it was no bad blood. And so I would reply to him on Instagram, but I had never replied to him on iMessages that night. I had posted a picture on my spam account, and of course he still reacted to the picture. So I texted him back and was like, thank you, baby. Maybe that was a little bit much, but that's what I said to everybody that swipes up on my story, literally. Anyway, so he started texting me again, but at this time he's texting me and not on no freaky stuff, just on some where you at and where you from and what I do, etc. So we started texting constantly, and he starts asking me to link. But listen, I am a link liar. I would tell you that I'm gonna link you, and then up until that night I would go ghost. I'm so scared to link with random people because you don't know what they have. That's so true. Anyways, I maybe flaked on him about 3 times and he never removed me from anything. Because you know how ninjas are. If they can't get a link out of you, they start removing you off the spam. They're so sassy, like LOL. Anyways, we started texting again eventually, and he was still texting me on some chill shit. So of course I was replying. Then I started telling him that I was shy, and that's why I keep flaking on him, because that's the truth. Like, I'm shy and I'm also scared, you know? And then he reassured me that everything would be cool. Like, he was making it seem like we was gonna be together. And even told me that he was like, we don't have to do on the first link. Even our vibe was just making fun because we're both funny and all this other stuff. He literally just sweet talking me. I was so stupid or delusional, Symone. Oh my God. Anyway, so I was like, okay, we could link because him talking to me made me feel better. So we agreed to link that Thursday, and that's exactly what we did. I literally raised my mileage for no reason, and he didn't even look the same in person that he did on Instagram. He looked like a little boy. Like, I literally was like, oh my God, I hope he's the age he say he is. But I swear he's always posting videos of him at a college party, so I wasn't really tripping that much. I'm so sorry that this story is long, but I have to get out all the details for you to understand, I swear. So it was Saturday around, I'm gonna say 5:30, because I go to the gym around 5 p.m. And the last thing I do at the gym is get on the treadmill. So I'm on the treadmill, I'm walking, running, etc. And while I'm on the treadmill, I like to watch your story times. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'm watching your story time on YouTube, and why I see a notification pop up on my spam account, and it was like, Miss Blank requested to follow you. And so I clicked the notification, and tell me why our only mutual was Trey. When I tell you I took a screenshot of that so fast and I went to Trey, this was definitely my biggest mistake, but it's like whatever. I text Trey and I sent him the photo, and I was like, who is this? And don't piss me off. I swiped out of her messages and went back to Instagram. I went to go approve her request and requested to follow her back. And then I thought about it. I was like, no, because what if it's one of his hoes? So I went back really fast and unsent the message. And luckily I unsent the screenshot first, because he would have definitely saw it. It said he read my message immediately when I went to go and send the message. And he texted me like, what do you mean? And I didn't even reply, because right when I was about to reply, it said the girl had sent me a photo on Instagram. I clicked on the notification so fast, and of course it was a screenshot of his account. And she was like, do you fuck with him? And I didn't even know how to text back, because you know how some girls is just weird as hell and they'll yell at you instead of getting mad at the boyfriend. But I'm not gonna sit over here and lie. So I was like, yes. And she replied and was like, how? And I said, we fucked the other day. And she liked the message, and she was like, that's all I needed to know. I never replied to her because I was in shock so bad, because I was fully convinced that that was literally my ninja. Hello, like I was so stupid. Mind you, I'm still on the treadmill, so I wasn't about to get off the treadmill, because me and the gym are locked the hell in. So I'm still running and watching your video, and then I get another notification, and it was her again. And she was like, tell me everything, like from the start. So I sent her a voice message, and I was like, hold on, I'm at the gym right now, give me a second. Hop off the treadmill, and I start telling her exactly what I just told you, how we met 4 months ago, etc. But of course, a voice message on Instagram is only 56 seconds long. So it stopped mid while I was sending a voice message, and she sent me a voice message back and was like, bro, I haven't even heard the whole story, and I'm literally about to crash out. But she sounded really sweet. So I'm like, now I feel really bad, because this girl ain't did shit to me. You know what I'm saying? So I tell her the whole story, and I told her that the day we linked, and then she was like, show me y'all messages. I screen recorded everything. It was like a 3-minute long video. So of course I had to ask for her phone number, because Instagram doesn't let you send anything that's more than 1 minute. She gives me her phone number, and I sent it to her on iMessage. While I was sending it, I went and removed him off of my spam and my main, actually, because I didn't even play like that. I don't play with ninjas who talk to multiple females. That shit is not okay. And she sent me another voice message on Instagram, and it was like, did y'all actually F? Because if you did, you need to. And then she cut herself off. Immediately my heart dropped. I left the gym because please don't play with me right now. And I was like, yes, we, you know, like, what do you want me to tell you? And I guess at this point she had saw the video on iMessage, because she sent me voice message on iMessage, and it was like, I've been with him since April of last year, and he was the dude that I lost my V card to, and he ended up giving me the C word. But I don't have it anymore because I went and got the medication. But I also discussed with myself for many months after that. But you need to go get checked still, because he told me he got rid of it, but I think he's lying. I don't even be fucking with boys like that. So this had to have been some sort of karma or something. I was so scared for my life. I drove back home, and I got back in the house, and I immediately called my oldest sister. For some reason, she thought I was pregnant. I was like, no. Like, I started yelling at her, and I was like, just let me get this out, because I was so scared, because this never happened to me before. So I told her that I linked with a dude, and that the girl texted me yada yada yada, and my sister reassured me that it was okay, and that I could get rid of it. And she told me that I needed to go to Planned Parenthood to go get tested. And mind you, I was fresh in college, so of course college put me in debt. So I didn't really have money like that. I was surviving off of ramen noodles and cheese sticks in my dorm. So I ended up setting up an appointment for that Monday, and as I'm on the phone with my sister, this girl's still texting me, and she's texting me some shit I don't want to hear. She's trying to tell me that this boy's toilet is brown at his house. And I'm like, girl, this boy might have just gave me the C word, and you telling me about some shit I don't want to fucking hear anyways. So I get off the phone with my sister, and me and the girl are still texting. And she was like, don't tell him I text you, because I'm going to wait for him to call me, and I'm going to go off on him. And I was like, okay, which I already did text him, but I had unsent the message in time. So I don't think he seen what I had said. And she texted me and was like, oh my God, do you want me to merge the call when he calls me, so both of us could just go off on him? And then I was like, yes, because back then I was so messy, y'all. Oh my God, I had no life. She was like, okay, and I'll let you know when you calls me. And then I thumbs up the message and left it alone. And I went to go take a shower. Then while in the shower, she texted me again and she was like, do you have proof that y'all that y'all did the dude? Because he's saying he never touched you. And I was like, no way, she just asked me that, right? So I reacted laughing to the message. And I went to my message and screenshot a whole bunch of stuff, which clearly she could have saw it in that screen recording. I sent her that there was proof in there that we had, you know what. But I sent her a screenshot and she was like, thanks. Mind you, I don't be going to sleep till like 4 in the morning because my sleep schedule is fucked because of my job. But that night I ended up being asleep by 11 p.m. I woke up around 4 in the morning and I was just having the worst dream. Just know I woke up mad as fuck and I went straight to my spam close friends and I started going off knowing my spam account did nothing to me. It's just there are literally multiple niggas out here spreading their germs knowingly and don't give a fuck. Like, how much of a sex addict are you that you have to do that? Anyways, eventually I went back to sleep and I woke up around 10:30 a.m. thinking to myself, damn, I never got that phone call from that girl. So I go on Instagram and for some reason when I looked at her account, him and her are still mutuals. I actually didn't really care that much because feelings really wasn't all the way there for him. And I was at a period of my life that I didn't catch feelings for anybody that approached me, literally. I go on about my day and it was a regular day. I went to work, came home, went to the gym and ate dinner and went to go lay down in my room. Tell me why I'm scrolling on stories and she posted a screenshot, and why the screenshot I see a boy's tattoo. And I was like, dang, she moved on quick as fuck. A damn lie. She ain't even move on at all. Those were literally his tattoos in a screenshot. And I was like, oh hell no, this bitch is delusional as fuck. I go to sleep at night, wake up the next morning, I go to my appointment to get checked. 4 days later, my results came back as negative. I thank the Lord over and over again that they came back as negative. But then right at that moment, I was thinking to myself, hold on, this hoe stayed with him even after he gave her the C. And I thought about it some more and I was like, what if this ninja didn't even have that? She just told me that so I could leave him alone. I just feel like if she wasn't telling the truth, she did not have to do all of that in order for me to leave him alone. She could have just said that was her ninja and I would have just left him alone. Because I just had spent money that I shouldn't have been spending as a broke college student. Mind you, when I was getting to know Trey, he told me that he had worked at a warehouse and that he had a car. And this girl told me that he don't have a job or a car. So this hoe is really staying with a ninja who don't even drive, got a job at this big ass age. I mean, I guess I could understand a car, but not even a job, and we're all 18 to 20. Anyway, I just wanted to be messy, and I just wanted to hear that I knew she didn't leave him alone. So of course I texted her and I was like, so whatever happened to you and Trey, did you ever leave him alone? And when I tell you she didn't even open a message, I went to her account and she blocked me. I was like, oh, this bitch is weird. But yeah, that's my story. I just wanted to let y'all know being delusional is not okay. It's weird and it's not a good look at all. There's more fish in the sea, I promise you. Thank you for reading my story. Love you, boo. Thank you for sending your story. That was so good in detail. Oh my God, that's a mess. Because how you over here really trying to like say don't deal with him because of this, that, and the third, but then you turn around and you still dealing with him. You post him up the next day. And then, oh my God, sis, you didn't tell us. So you just ghosted Trey? Like he didn't try to hit you up or nothing? That's so crazy though. I'm happy you did walk away because they got a lot of weird shit going on in their life and you don't need to be a part of that. But thank you so much for sharing, sis. All right, y'all, let's get into the next story. So this one is titled Best Friend Laced My Drink. I was sucking my cousin's glizzy on the regular. What? Okay, let's get into the story. So it says, hey Symone, if you're reading this story, honey, yes, this is my third Subbie Sunday read by you. I fucked George Lopez in the woods. Oh, she the funny one. And my best friend Sneaky Link took us on a high speed chase were my stories. Girl, on this day, my best friend, rest her soul, drugged me. Yes, laced my drink, Symone. Like any other day, me and my best friend Bricks made plans to link up and get fucked up. She always has something up her sleeve, like ninjas, bottles, and something fun to do. As for me, I had the unlimited supply to the bud and food stamps. Big subs and sodas on me. It was a beautiful day and the ninjas was definitely out in my city. Bricks hit up some dudes to get bottles and meet up at her spot. Sidebar, I hated where she lived. It was full of random people that were addicts, low income with nothing to do but get high and start trouble. Anyway, me and my best friend is at the crib putting up our finishes touches, waiting on the cuties to arrive. So she decided to take it up a notch and took a few pills. Not sure what they was, but yeah. She was the ultimate turn-up girl, you could say. I really wasn't on that. The most I do is about 3 to 4 shots and some bud. Puts me exactly where I need to be. She asked me if I wanted to take one and I politely declined. I thought that was clear, but I guess not so. So the boys come in and we vibing, dancing, smoking, drinking, and playing cards for a few hours. One of the boys got 151. If you don't know, that's 100 proof liquor, Puerto Rican rum. And Bricks thought it would be fun to set shots on fire. Before we ended our night, one of the boys walked her into the kitchen to assist me with the drinks. They yelled for us to come and take our shots. Walking into the kitchen, you could see the shots were already on fire, so we quickly threw them back. And shortly after the boys left, me and Briggs continued playing cards. And next thing you know, I was in my bed, jeans pissy. My head felt like it was on the nightstand next to me. My baby dad was pissed, yelling, asking me, what did I get myself into the night before? Wait, night before? I'm about to win this game of I Declare War. What are you talking about? Girl, it's the next day, LOL. I'm asking him, like, how did I get here? And he tells me that last night he was blowing me up, and apparently I called him for a ride. But he couldn't understand what I was saying because I was slurring. He said that he heard loud music and people in the background, so he decided to pull up, and when he got there, he found me in the middle of piss and throw up in the living room with my best friend nowhere to be found. Him and the maintenance man carried me all the way to the car. She lived on the 3rd floor and the elevator never works, LOL. Symone, I sat there with my mouth wide open, listening in horror, completely embarrassed. Later on that day, I got my life together. I called my best friend. She was very apologetic and sounded super sad. And then she tells me that the boy that walked her in the kitchen suggested that she crush Molly into our shots. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, babe, this is the last little part. Okay, so this is the next part that she was talking about. Next story, I was sucking my cousin's glizzy on the regular. What the fuck? My best friend introduced me to this guy. We're just gonna call him Waves. He was high yellow, had money and tatted, and Jamaican with pretty hair. He was so fine, and a bonus, the D was absolutely phenomenal. Me and Waves went out all the time and developed a great relationship before it got sexual. Mind you, I'm in a full-on relationship living with my baby daddy at this time. But the thing about my baby daddy was everybody around the way knew who he was, including Waves. They actually grew up with each other. My baby daddy found out that Waves was always with me and my best friend. He got suspicious and asked how I knew him. My baby dad knew that Waves was that nigga, and he was very much giving Big Daddy. He had all the girls lusting over him. I told my baby daddy that me and Waves reconnected at a family reunion. His dad is my mom's uncle. He took the bait, and after that, me and Waves got real reckless. Waves was at my house at the barbecues and all that family functions, and every time we would sneak off and he would get his dick sucked, okay? He eventually got me a job working at customer service rep where he is the manager, and every lunch break we would sneak off in the meeting room and I'll get my ass busted for 20 minutes, leaving that last 10 minutes for him to get his good old guac guac. LOL, I'm gonna end it here because girl, boy, oh boy, me and my big Kuzo have some stories for that ass. Girl, what the? Girl, what? Now me really thinking, because the way you titled, I'm thinking like, girl, not you hunching on your cousin and you proud about it, but I guess this was your fake cousin. That's crazy, because I know if your baby daddy ever catch y'all, he probably gonna really be disgusted. And then that's crazy that y'all be that bold to where you be bringing him to family functions with your baby daddy. My man said he gonna end up sending shots because y'all playing a dangerous ass game. But thank you, girl, for sharing. You always send some good ass stories. Send some more. Let's get to the next one. All right, you guys, so number 3 is gonna be the last but not least story because your girl gotta charge her camera and her laptop. Okay, so this one is titled The Time My Ex Gave Me the C from 305. Okay, let's go ahead and read it. Let's get close. It says, hey Symone, so let's get right into it. You could call me Ashley and call him Thomas. This happened in high school. So me and Thomas have been going out for about 2 years on and off. Our 10th grade year now. So me and Thomas have been doing the do raw, and this is my boyfriend. So come around for my annual at the OBGYN. I go to my appointment and she asked me, am I, you know, doing a do? I said yes. If I want to get a culture done. So of course I say yes. I'm good. So that was the day. So come 2 days later, the OBGYN called me and said, hey, my last name, your culture came back, and it came back positive for the C word. So instantly I started crying. Mind you, I'm driving, so I'm swerving at this point. And I said, ma'am, what? What did you say? So she repeated, and I started screaming. She was like, I'm so sorry. Make sure you let your partner know so he can get tested and treated as well. So I hung up with the doctor. So once I got home, I called him and I was like, Thomas, you really did this to me. So he's lost, like, what are you talking about? I said, the doctor just told me that I tested positive for, you know what? He was lost like, I haven't been doing nothing. So I get all that taken care of and I'm back regular. So leave him, right? No, we still together. So one day I go through his phone. I see a group chat with him and his homeboys. And I see where he sent pictures, but I can't see none of them. Because once he sent it, only the homeboys can see it. But I read the messages with it because basically a girl was over his house and he said her name. So I went to her messages with him and her, and basically she got it over to his house. So once I got back to school, I see the girl. Mind you, she is dirty looking. I asked around about her. The girl that was her friend told me that she was a 304. She F's with everybody. I literally died inside. Like, you F'd the whole 304 and got burnt and gave it to me. So once I found out, I was kind of distanced myself from the relationship. Went on doing my thing, halfway checked out of the relationship. I just looked at him so different with that situation. We no longer together and we don't talk, and we went out our whole high school year. I moved on and had a little boy, happy as ever, now healthy, A1, very celibate, LOL. I'm gonna show you a picture of her and Thomas and me. Girl, that's crazy, but I'm happy you did move on. Even though y'all was young, you was in high school and that was like your first for real boyfriend. I'm happy that you didn't like stay in that situation and just kept getting hurt and all this other stuff like that, and you know, and just everything else that would have came with it, because Thomas is very much a nigga. But anyway, thank you so much for sharing, girl. Y'all, that's it for Subbie Sunday. This Sunday I did 3 stories. I don't know what I was gonna put up. I did 3 stories for you guys. About to charge up, y'all. When I tell y'all today, y'all probably don't care, but when I tell y'all today is a day I literally edit a video, sent it to a company. I'm about to edit another, send it to a company. I'll just record this, about to record another story time, about to do another hair video, about to record another sponsorship. Your girl's on it today because I leave tomorrow. But anyway, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on my next one. Peace out.